good morning guys. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So nice to be with you again. I am Adi. Today is Wednesday, October 6, 2021. How's everything guys? What's up man? How's going? Alright, so we're going to learn more in here guys. Where last time we were talking about grammar and tenses. I can review in my YouTube channel before about tenses, but today we have to make balance between writing and speaking. So today we're going to talk more about pronunciation and accent. So what is important pronunciation and accent? Baik, selamat pagi semuanya. Terima kasih telah bergabung bersama Indonesian Speak English Program. Channel ini dikhususkan untuk kita semuanya yang benar-benar ingin memperbaiki bahasa Inggris kita. Saya bukan guru pengajar bahasa Inggris, tapi di sini saya hanya ingin berbagi pengetahuan, berbagi pengalaman dengan Anda semuanya. One of the problem about English. Sometimes native speaker hard to understand about our English. Salah satu masalahnya adalah bahwa terkadang native speaker berat untuk memahami apa yang kita bicarakan. We try to speak English as correct as possible, but native still don't understand what we are talking about. So what's the problem? Apa masalahnya? The problem is because native speaker do not recognize our accent. Karena mereka tidak memahami dialek kita. We often speak English, but our accent is Japanese probably, or some others local language. Seringkali kita itu bicara bahasa Inggris, tapi aksennya, dialek yang kita gunakan adalah dialek lokal seperti dialek bahasa Jawa. People often say that's kind medok bahasa Inggris medok. So, in order to make some nice communication with foreign people, we should understand about standard accent that use people in the world. Kita harus tahu ada standard accent yang digunakan oleh orang-orang di luar negeri, especially British accents, American accent, Canadian accent, and Australian accent. And we have also recognized about Singapore accent for Asian people. Kita tahu ada accentnya orang Inggris sendiri, ada dialeknya orang Kanada, orang Amerika, orang Australia, bahkan di Asia sendiri ada aksen orang Singapura. But in this situation, I prefer to use American accent because in my perspective, American accent is a business accent for international community. Karena menurut pandangan saya, aksen Amerika ini paling banyak digunakan dalam transaksi bisnis international. So, because our goal is to increase the quality of our human resources, the value of our human resources, so we can compete with the foreign people, what foreign human resources. So, I just encourage any one of you to learn more about American accent. Karena tujuan kami adalah untuk membantu meningkatkan nilai kompetitif sumber daya manusia kita agar kita nanti bisa berkompetisi dengan orang-orang luar negeri. Maka mari kita belajar aksennya orang Amerika. So it is important guys, besides we learn more about tenses, about grammar rule and anything, we have to reduce our own accent being American accent or other any accent in the world, but in myself I prefer use American accent. So how to improve our accent being American accent? How to reduce our mother accent being American accent. So let's listen the tutorial here from this book.
American. One of the main differences between the way an American talks and the way the rest of the world talks is that we don't really move our lips. So when an American says, "read my lips," what does he really mean? We create most of our sounds in the throat using our tongue very actively. If you hold your fingers over your lips or clench your jaws when you practice speaking American English, you'll find yourself much closer to native sounding speech than if you try to pronounce every single sound very carefully. If you can relate American English to music, remember that the indigenous music is jazz. Listen to their speech music and you'll hear that Americans have a melodic, jazzy way of producing sounds. Imagine the sound of a cello when you say "Betty bought a bit of better butter," and you'll be close to the native way of saying it. Because most Americans came from somewhere else, American English reflects the accent contributions of many lands. The speech music has become much more exaggerated than British English, developing a strong and distinctive intonation. If you use this intonation, not only will you be easier to understand, but you'll sound much more confident, dynamic, and persuasive. Intonation, or speech music, is the sound that you hear when a conversation is too far away to be clearly audible, but close enough for you to tell the nationality of the speakers. The American intonation dictates liaisons and pronunciation, and it indicates mood and meaning. Without intonation, your speech would be flat, mechanical, and very confusing for your listener. What is the American intonation pattern? How is it different from other languages? For example, if you hear a Japanese person speaking English, the sound would be very choppy, mechanical, and unemotional to an American. The same way with German peoples. It sounds too stiff. A man from Paris, on the other hand, his intonation goes up at the end of every sentence and has such a strong intonation that he sounds romantic and highly emotional, but this may not be appropriate for a lecture or a business meeting in English. American intonation do's and don'ts. Do not speak word by word. Bob is on the phone. If you speak word by word, as many people who learned printed English do, you'll end up sounding mechanical and foreign. You may have noticed the same thing happens in your own language. When someone reads a speech, even a native speaker, it sounds stiff and stilted, quite different from a normal conversational tone. Connect words to form sound groups. This is where you're going to start doing something completely different than what you've done in your previous English studies. This part is the most difficult for many people because it goes against everything they've been taught. Instead of thinking of each word as a unit, think of sound units. These sound units may or may not correspond to a word written on a page. Native speakers don't say, "Bob is on the phone," but say, "Bob is on the phone." Sound units make a sentence flow smoothly like peanut butter, never really ending and never really starting, just flowing along. Even chunky peanut butter is acceptable. So long as you don't try to put plain peanuts directly onto your bread, you'll be okay. Use staircase intonation. Let those sound groups floating on the wavy river in the figure flow downhill and you'll get the staircase. Staircase intonation not only gives you that American sound, it also makes you sound much more confident. Not every American uses the downward staircase. A certain segment of the population uses rising staircases, generally teenagers on their way to the shopping mall. Hi, my name's Tiffany. I live in La Cañada. I'm on the Pep Squad. What exactly is staircase intonation? In saying your words, imagine that they come out as if they were bounding lightly down a flight of stairs. Every so often, one jumps up to another level and then starts down again. Americans tend to stretch out their sounds longer than you may think is natural. So to lengthen your vowel sounds, put them on 2 stair steps instead of just 1. Instead of "we're here," say "we're here." The sound of an American speaking a foreign language is very distinctive because we double sounds that should be single. For example, in Spanish or Japanese, the word "no" is, to our ear, clipped or abbreviated. No. And in Standard American, no. When you have a word ending in an unvoiced consonant, one that you whisper, t, k, s, x, sh, you'll notice that the preceding vowel is said quite quickly and on a single stair step. When a word ends in a vowel or a voiced consonant, one that you say, b, d, g, z, v, j, j, the preceding vowel is said more slowly and on a double stair step. Unvoiced, seed. Voiced, seed. There are two main consequences of not doubling the second category of words. Either your listener will hear the wrong word, or even worse, you'll always sound upset. Consider that the words curt, short, terse, abrupt, and clipped all literally mean short. When applied to a person or to language, they take on the meaning of upset or rude. For example, in the expressions his curt reply, her terse response, or he was very short with me, all indicate a less than sunny situation. Exercise 1-2. Noun intonation. Practice the noun stress pattern after me using pitch change. Add your own examples at the end. 1. Dogs eat bones. 2. Mike likes bikes. 3. Elsa wants a book. 4. Adam plays pool. 5. Bobby needs some money. 6. Susie combs her hair. 7. John lives in France. 8. Nellie teaches French. 9. Ben writes articles. 10. Keys open locks. 11. Jerry makes music.
So we can get some conclusion about our lesson today. How to dealing with the native speaker. How to create our accent as close as native speaker. Jadi bagaimana kita bisa ngomong bahasa Inggris yang bisa dipahami oleh orang asli. Ini yang harus kita perbaiki. Seringkali kita ngomong, kita bisa menggunakan grammar yang benar, tenses yang benar, tetapi ketika kita mencoba untuk ngomong bahasa Inggris, mereka tidak memahami apa yang kita omongkan. Ini adalah hal yang sangat common happens. So there's common happen about our people that we try to speak as well as possible with the right grammar or tenses, but native speaker still do not understand what we are talking about. So the problem is our pronunciation and accent. So important thing here about accent. So how to fix that? We have to follow the rule here. We have to follow the habits of their accent. So in the best recommendation here, do not speak word by word. Jadi jangan ngomong kata dengan kata, kata dengan kata, artinya dengan sepatah kata, karena dalam kita bicara ada rangkaian kata dalam satu kalimat. Itu pun intonasinya harus benar, sehingga bisa dipahami. So don't say Bob is on the phone. Bob is on the phone, something like that. Kemudian kita juga harus bicara dalam menggunakan connect word to form sound growth, di mana kita akan berbicara itu sesimpel mungkin. Jadi jangan dibuat rangkaian kalimat yang dalam arti kita ucapkan 100%. Ada beberapa kata yang harus digabung sehingga kelihatan kita bicara itu natural. Seperti kata do you know what I'm saying? People say, do you know what I'm saying? Bicara dengan cepat. Seperti halnya I am going to go, but native say I gotta go. I gotta go, I am going to go. Kadang-kadang mereka menyingkat beberapa kata menjadi satu, digabungkan sehingga mereka lebih cepat memahami. Tapi dalam penulisan tetap menggunakan aturan grammar dan tenses yang betul. Kemudian intonasi, penekanan kata, stressing itu sangat juga mempengaruhi agar apa yang kita sampaikan itu dipahami oleh orang asing, dipahami oleh native speaker. So, the example kita bicara ada alurnya seperti anak tangga, staircase, intonation. It's like we're here, we're here. Ada penekanan, bukan no, bukan hanya no. Ada penekanan. I can, bukan I can, tapi ada penekanan. Penekanan inilah yang harus kita pelajari sehingga mereka bisa memahami apa yang kita ucapkan. So the first thing that we have to remember how to make a good conversation, how to make our communication is acceptable by a native speaker. The first thing we have to reduce our accent, being American accent or British accent. Jadi kita harus mengurangi aksen medok kita menjadi aksen yang familiar bagi mereka. Kemudian menggabungkan beberapa kata dalam satu grup kalimat. Jadi mempersingkat. Jangan diucapkan secara komplit sesuai dengan tulisan, tapi dipercepat. Jadi banyak nanti contoh-contoh yang bisa kita berikan bagaimana kita mengucapkan beberapa kalimat yang panjang tapi dengan percepatan karena ada koneksi beberapa kalimat, beberapa kata dijadikan satu. Itu namanya connection word. Jadi kita tidak perlu harus membaca secara keseluruhan dari seluruh kata-kata dalam satu kalimat, dipersingkat sehingga kita ngomongnya bisa cepat. Oke, kita ambil contoh-contoh berikutnya bagaimana kita menggabungkan connection word so we can speak fast and they understand what we are talking about. Ini adalah cara kita untuk membangun bagaimana kita bisa ngomong dengan percaya diri. Karena ketika kita berhadapan dengan native speaker, the first time you face them, dan pertama kali kalian ngomong, kemudian mereka tidak bisa menerima, memahami apa yang kita omongkan, kita akan down, kita akan merasa minder, malu dan sebagainya. Sehingga kita harus yakin bahwa yang kita sampaikan adalah intonasinya adalah benar, aksennya adalah tepat. Karena dalam bahasa Inggris kita perlu juga harus ada supporting of our body language. So we have to get support of gesture tubuh itu juga mempengaruhi pemahaman mereka terhadap apa yang kita ucapkan. Tapi kalau kita ngomong jarak jauh by phone or by WhatsApp or anything, we cannot show our body, our gesture. So this important thing is improve our accent and intonation, stressing word and connection word, right? Okay guys, it is our second lesson about Indonesian speak English. We're going to continue with some other lesson. Hopefully this lesson today is important for everyone, useful for everyone. We're going to improve our English together in this program. Let's be ready to face the world of globalization with speaking English well. Right guys, so I think today lesson is enough. We're going to continue our English lesson for next episode. Thank you very much for watching my YouTube channel. Don't forget, please give some comments or criticism. And if this lesson is useful for anyone else, please share to others. And please give support to us. Please subscribe this channel so we can to continue for more lesson about improving English skill, especially for speaking. Thank you very much once again for you all, and good luck. May God bless you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.